Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of our coach training. Today is all about discipline and finding your routine. So, you gotta make yourself a priority first, and we'll go over our vital behaviors later on in our training and what our company stands by, but you have to make you a priority before you can make anyone else your priority. So, I had to decide how I was going to get this stuff done because I knew I had to be a proof the products worked, and that meant I had to work out. And I don't know, if you knew my schedule, you'd be like, you don't need one more thing on your plate. But for me, this was something that would like fill my cup every single day. And I think that's something that a lot of people do. Like when you get into coaching, I know a lot of us are full-time students or full-time job, and you don't have all that time in the world. But that's something that is your job. And this can be something that is like your hobby turned side hustle, turned you absolutely love to do it, and it fills your cup more than what your job. Sometimes people's jobs aren't the most fulfilling. So you have to make yourself a priority. And you are the reason, like you are here for a reason. You aren't here just because someone made you do this. Like you chose to do this. So you have to dig into your reason every day. So when I look at my schedule, how it kind of started is I needed something to change up my routine. I wasn't fulfilled in what I was doing. So it's not like I had all the time in the world either. Like I started this during volleyball season. During my entire season, I was doing Beachbody workouts. And to some that's insane, and I would go into the gym during trips and I would be getting my workout in, getting my PD in. And it starts as the way it worked for me was I had to wake up in the morning and do my workouts. So that's what I did every single day. And while I'm doing my workouts, I'll have some music on and some personal development, some book, something that's going to teach my mind to love me for who I am, something that's going to grow my business. There's PD books out there for business growers. There's PD books out there for self-help love books, any of those things. There's personal development for anything, and all those will help, and that's why it's one of our vital behaviors. And so I would do that as I would multitask while I was doing my workout because I got 2 of those vital behaviors done in the morning. And also something that I do is that I work my business in the morning for an hour a day, 40 minutes to an hour, because I know that the rest of my day is like I have so much going on. So if I can get all those invites or something sent out to people in the mornings from the day before, like if they watched my story and I send them out in the morning, then I have them coming in throughout the day. And say I have like a 2-hour lunch break or an hour lunch break or wherever you are at work, and you have a break and you're not going into that break room and you're just sitting there wasting time, you have that time to be intentional and work your business. So that's a great time to check in with those people and reply to messages or send more invites or more followers to people so you can start taking in your warm market. So that's something I would do to keep working throughout the day. But when I am at school, I am a student, and that is my first priority, is to be a student and fully involved. And when you're at your job isn't to be sidetracked with Beachbody stuff and worrying about this. You should be fully into your job. And if you're a nurse, if you're an athletic trainer, if you're a hairdresser, like you shouldn't be just talking and thinking about this job as much as it might be that sparkle that you're excited to go home to and be able to work at the end of the day. You are fully need to be invested in whatever you're doing at the moment. So don't let this distract you from other things, but know that it can be a full-time job if it's something that just is something that's for you. And maybe that's how I feel right now, is I want to be able to make this more of a full-time thing. And that's why I do what I do every single day. And but it's something that I fully enjoy, and it should never be a chore. There's a reason why you chose to do it, and it shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be something where I have to drag you along and be like, did you do your invites today? Did you do this? Because the things that are going to grow your business are things that you have to do. No one can do them for you. And so we have to find when we're going to be able to do these disciplined pockets, because when you get home from work, you still have to be that husband, that girlfriend, that wife, that dog mom, that any of those things that you have to like be able to be present in your life still, and you can't just be plugged into your phone. So you have to find these pockets of time that are going to work for you, and you have to set that schedule, because if you don't, you're going to be so scattered, so overwhelmed, and you won't do anything. And that happens to so many coaches before they could even be successful, and it kills me because I could have done that too. Like, I could have been like, oh my God, I'm traveling for a season, I'm just not going to show up. But like, I knew that I wanted to grow this, so I found time that would be pockets of time for me. So like, when everyone would be sleeping on our bus trips, for the 5-6 hour trips we were going up to Canada, I would be on my phone inviting people. I would be doing follow-ups. I would be planning my groups for the next month. All that stuff, because I knew that was going to help me get to my goals. So yes, sometimes you have to sacrifice a nap, or maybe you'll have to sacrifice an hour of sleeping in before your work or before school. But in the big picture of things, it's something that's going to ignite the fire, ignite that side hustle. And think about, maybe you want to make $100 a week. Maybe you want to make $500 a week. Maybe you want to make $5,000 a week. Those are all things that are so doable, and people do that every single week in this business because we get paid out on Thursdays. But you have to be doing the actions to get there. So finding those pockets. So I talked a little bit about my routine up until when I get home, and it's different now than when me and Nick were together and living together at that, or not living together, but we were together all the time after we had practices and stuff. I would work my business a little less because I hate being on my phone when he's around, because I'm just like attached to my screen trying to text people when I don't get to see him all the time. So I had to set my intentions that I'm like, sorry, babe, I love you, but I am working my business right now for this hour because I want us to be able to pay for groceries. Something like that, So setting those times, but being able to unplug and be done when that time is up. Not one more message. Oh, I gotta check, like, it doesn't matter how fast you reply to people. And that's one of the things too, is I was always like so quick to reply. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna sign with someone else. But it's like, if you can slowly calm down, collect your thoughts, reply to them maybe later in the afternoon, it could be something that's more beneficial than jumping the gun and not knowing what to say and saying something that could mess up something, And then whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. Do this business wholeheartedly when you are spending those moments in those pockets doing it. Put everything you got into it, because it will pay out. And one thing too is like, when you're home, you have to be who you are and what your title is. But say you want to be that entrepreneur, so you're going to come home, you love your dogs, go on a dog walk because you're a dog mom. You come in, you're like, I'm going to work my business, so I'm an entrepreneur for that hour, and nothing else can distract me in that hour, because you can't let things start pouring into like dog mom, entrepreneur, on my phone while I'm walking my dogs, and I'm on my phone while I'm making dinner for my husband or my boyfriend or whatever it is. You have to be like, I'm doing this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, because otherwise you're not going to have that balance, and then someone's going to be like, well, I feel like you're just always on your phone. And that's something that's like, crap, like I didn't want that to happen. So set those clear decision, like be a decision maker, decide when you want to do each thing and make it a priority while you're doing that. So create that discipline in your business early, because it's only going to help you down the road when things get even crazier and busier and you're hitting qualifications and stuff. Make that discipline now. You can do it. And I'm so excited for day 3 tomorrow. And we are just going to keep chugging along, because our businesses aren't going to pause now. They're just growing. And the more you set up in right now in the beginning of your business, it's going to trickle in for 3 months from now, and it's just going to keep growing. So keep up the great work. And I would love for you guys to send me, or whoever your personally sponsored coach is, your routine and the schedule you have planned for when you're going to work out, when you're going to send your invites, when you're going to do those vital behaviors that we'll talk about later. I want you guys to send us a little like preview of like what you think, because every day is different. But if you have a set intention, like I'm going to do my workouts every morning because I don't want to have to worry about it when I get home from work, that is a great routine. So send those to your personally sponsored coaches, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.